Why do I need a colonoscopy? Can I not get a stool test instead? Yes, you may. You can get a stool test. You might be able to get a blood test for colon cancer. You don't necessarily need a colonoscopy to detect if you're having cancer, but there's more to it. That's not the only reason we do a colonoscopy, is to see or check if there is cancer in the colon. This is actually a preventative exam. The most important part of the colonoscopy is that it prevents colon cancer, which none of the other tests will do. That's because when we do a colonoscopy, we see these polyps. Polyps are small growths growing on the mucosa that grow larger and bigger and those are the same things that grow into colon cancer over many years. So when we do a colonoscopy, not only are we looking at these polyps, but we are removing them at the same time. So in removing the colon polyps, we have prevented anything that could have potentially grown into colon cancer. Whereas the blood test and the stool test are definitely useful in a subset of patients that pretty much are in a place where they can't get to a procedure. They absolutely don't have transportation. They're terrified beyond of something that we are just not able to reasonably discuss and allay their fears, or they're on blood thinners and they have to stop blood thinners, and that's not possible right now. How else can I get screened for a colonoscopy? Do I have cancer? Well, at least we can do the stool tests or the blood tests. But as much as possible, healthy individuals would benefit greatly from the colonoscopy procedure, where we go in and remove the polyps as we see them, and it's once in 10 years if it's normal. So it's not every year. Even if there are polyps, it's once every, depending on the number of polyps, maybe 5 years, maybe 3 years, but most of the cases it's not every year. So it's definitely a very useful test, especially for something that's not an uncommon cancer. Colon cancer is currently the number 3 cancer of all the cancers, and it's soon going to be number 1 cancer by 2030 according to major studies. So that's saying a lot. So none of us have zero risk despite being vegetarian or despite being healthy. There are always surprises, and these things, polyps, are asymptomatic, so get checked. Your insurance covers your colonoscopy starting age 45 to 75. So get screened, get checked, save your lives, and encourage others to get screened as well.